again, fourth Hoyt here with the Hoyt Group and our fabulous Evangeline Scott. And today we're going to talk to you about just kind of a market update.
So from an interest rate perspective, most people had anticipated by this time interest rates to increase in general. In general, of course, over the last year and a half, interest rates have increased somewhat. We've been somewhat relatively flat. We've had weeks, for example, last week was better than what we are this week. In general, even some of the FHA products, we're locking those in the high 3% ranges. On your conventional loans, you could be in the low 4s, depending upon FICO score. That's huge in regards to the overall pricing of it.
Seems like everything's more important now. The ratios.
Absolutely. Yes, qualified mortgage, QM, is in full effect in that regard.
And that means?
So what they're looking at is that when something is ran through the system, that it triggers it is considered a qualified mortgage, and it affects the way that a consumer can then go back to the lender later on and not do that. Well, I didn't really know what I was getting, or if there was a concern in regards to the loan. In general, things have somewhat tightened. It's pretty standard. I think it's all stuff that makes sense. Yes, we paper trail and document things, to the point of annoyance sometimes, but it is what it is. I think what's most phenomenal, though, for me, especially when I see the buyers, and it's not necessarily first-time home buyers. There are a lot of people that go, I'm a first-time home buyer. I want to be able to do a first-time home buyer program. I have down payment assistance programs where you don't have to be a first-time home buyer. You could own another home, and it covers your entire down payment on an FHA loan. On conventional, you'd only be bringing in 2%.
Most people don't understand, and they've heard that term before.
And because rent value or rent prices have gone up so much, I have many people that we're getting them into homes. They're paying the same amount on that mortgage as they would in regards to the rental payment, and they got in for basically little to no money. We've had another spike in refinances as well. Just in general, overall, people's values have increased enough that they're at the point where they can refinance, and of course rates are still phenomenal. What I'm doing with people is to really take a hard look, and I'm sure we can all agree, and you would, that interest rates and values, those are two things and two factors that in the next 3 years, we probably all would agree would increase, yeah?
They've got to.
Yeah. So if you've been looking and thinking that I'm going to move probably in the next anywhere between 2 to 5, instead of automatically just refinancing, because even though you don't pay out of pocket for the cost of a refinance, it gets wrapped into your loan, you still have those fees, and you want to look at what's called a recapture rate period.
The entire cost of that.
Correct.
Over time.
Correct. Versus, can I actually get something? Yes, if I sell my home now, I might be selling it for less than if I sold it 5 years from now, but I'm also going to be buying more. And if interest rates are higher, then you know what? You kind of just lost.
So you're going to be buying cheaper than you would in 35 years, and get a lot lower rate.
Yeah. So to really take a good hard look at what those options are and make a really good long-term decision for you and your family. One of the other great things this year. It's somewhat good and bad. January of this year, it started off where FHA reduced their lending limit to $580 to $474, $950. Right at the beginning of the year for VA, if you're a veteran, they increased their limit from $417 to $437.5. They've now increased that up to $474, $950 as well. So your high balance for FHA conventional and VA is $474, $950. So you have a lot of folks that, especially if you're a veteran, I think people are being more and more understanding of that loan and not as scared, because we can help educate them to be able to get those offers accepted.
Well, thanks for coming by. Fourth Hoyt, 916-316-3810. You can text me or call me there, or fourth@thehoytgroup.com, or
Evangeline Scott at 916-496-0160, and you can call and text to that number as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.